following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
You have to play your way out of being on Hard Knocks off-season.
Learn Chinese, buddy. Konnichiwa.
It's a me.
Oh my God! Now they make the playoffs next year with Sanders as their quarterback.
Steph Curry walked so Caitlin Clark could run.
The cup should go back to Canada where it belongs this next go-round.
No, I like to suck on him a little bit first to make sure I get all the salt out.
Where was Nick Bosa on January 6th?
Hey, everybody, what is going on? It is Tuesday night. That means it is time for another edition of Craft Brewed Sports. I am Mike. No Greg this week. We are Gregless. He's out making that paper. So you got your boys, Mike and Mookie. It's Skippy and the Juice hanging out tonight. Mookie, how you feeling, man? How was your sports weekend?
Hey, look, I'm here because unlike Greg, I'm not.
Sell out.
But it's all good. I get it. We got bills to feed. We got kids to keep alive. I get it.
Bills to feed, kids to pay.
You got it. Exactly. I know what I said, and I said what I meant. An elephant's honest 100% or something like that, right? Dr. Seuss?
I don't know what you're saying anymore.
It's cool. No one does. Sports weekend. I don't know. I got to be honest, man. We worked all through the weekend, so I don't know when the weekend happened or what went down. Today's Tuesday. That I think I've got right, but
that is correct.
Other than that, I don't know, man. Hockey be happening, college playoffs that were very noteworthy and a lot to talk about, but also not that fun to watch at a certain point. You know what I mean?
Like
playoffs. Right, those happened too. Yeah, that happened. But again, I'm a little bitter because, like I said, I had to work all weekend, so I didn't get to put any ducats down on anything. So it's fine.
Sarah asked, by the way, which one of us is the juice, and Matt Barr said the same thing. Who's Skippy and who's the juice? I feel like you're Skippy. If you forgot that it was NFL wildcard weekend, you're Skippy, and I'm the juice.
I mean, that's completely fair. It's just funny because growing up, I guess it's not Skippy, but my cousin's nickname was Spanky and I was Jaws. So it's like, man, I've come full circle and now I'm Spanky, but I guess Skippy. I don't know, man. I don't know. Life is what it is. Hey, but teaser for the Discord, some cool stuff happening in there. Jesse, I expect to see some designs coming up soon. And if you know, and if you don't, join the Discord and find out.
There's a link below in the YouTube description where you can join the Discord channel. Before we get the show started today, heavy heart today, because 2 years ago today is when we lost Cesar. So I've been pretty bummed all day long. We got our Liverpool kits on for Cesar. So we figured to start the show off right, we should do a little toast to our boy, to the one who found out that Bud Light was light Budweiser, to the one who told us to sneak booze into a stadium in a boot, to the one who tried a Mexican pizza live on our Instagram and thought it was the most disgusting thing in the world, our little brother Cesar. So I got some 1800 tequila here, Mook. I don't know if you got any tequila in your glass.
I do not. I'm gonna throw this on. Hopefully this isn't too far, but again, there's a reason I say it at the end of every show. Always in our hearts, brother. Little brother I never knew I wanted. Super glad I got to have. I still talk to him all the time, because we shared a degeneracy together, and I appreciate that about him. But he'd wear his heart on his sleeve and taught me a lot about that. So love you, Cesar. Appreciate you, brother. And
Cesar.
Little captain for you, mate.
It's fun to see the cheers.
When you walk through a storm,
I might have to turn the audio down and move so we don't get dinged.
I think we're good. We got the
that was less
Liverpool fans. Yeah, well, no, when we played the fan audio part, like that's public domain, right? The fans chanting and cheering, which
I don't think that's how that works.
That's not how that works.
I don't think so.
I will say I had a lot of words for Cesar this weekend, though, with that Liverpool Arsenal tie. Tie.
That was wild. That was a wild tie. I'm just stuck in Tottenham hell, where my team is bottom of the table, and it's brutal. I look
Your
at
stars are coming out talking shit about the front office. Like, yeah,
rightfully so. Listen, we got a great show
Cesar, love you, dog.
Tonight. Yeah, we miss you, Cesar. Wish you were here on the show with us tonight, just like every week, man. But we keep going on. We keep pressing on. Just like when Cesar first passed.
The streak continues.
Yeah,
because
you gotta
without
keep going for him, man.
right.
So we got an awesome show tonight. We're going to talk about George Kittle.
Sorry. Before we move on, let's hit the comment section though, because Biscuit jamming in. Hail Caesar, RIP, cheers, you homie, you're missed. Gabe with the cheers emoji. Whitey, again, the most touching emotional outpouring I've ever read from Huey Stinkfinger. Matt Barr putting up a cheers to Caesar. Scott chiming in. RIP dog. So a lot of love coming in, and just you touch a lot of people's lives, man.
Caesar was the one who thought mayo was dairy. That was a deep cut. That's a deep cut.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, if you know, you know, man.
Oh man.
So, all right,
that kid. Awesome show though tonight. We're talking George Kittle and him pounding some tequila in the locker room after he got hurt. There's a conspiracy theory about the Niners and their injuries that we got to get into. Calvin Johnson was talking about smoking weed. The Bills are auctioning off something crazy. There's the craziest defamation lawsuit I have ever heard of, Mook. The craziest defamation lawsuit.
It's kind of a big deal.
It's
precedent
right about that. I want to know what your favorite moment from Wild Card Weekend is. So chime in the comments, and we'll sprinkle those in throughout. Favorite moment from Wild Card Weekend. I already know Biscuit. Biscuit was talking about that amazing Bears comeback. How much did you lose on that game, Mookie? So just some things to get the brain going, get you thinking here. Ben Johnson telling the Packers fuck the Packers, or telling the Bears fuck the Packers in his post-game speech. That was a pretty memorable moment for me this Wild Card Weekend. How about, let's see, just the Packers pissing away that game was amazing. Potentially Aaron Rodgers' last game where he went 17 for 3 with no tutties and an interception. Mike Vrable splitting his lips, celebrating a game-sealing
dude.
There's a lot of fun stuff. So let us know in the comments what your favorite memory was from Wild Card Weekend this weekend, and we'll talk about that a little bit later on. Mook, there's Indiana might be in some trouble with one of their portal picks.
Whatever. Cut his ass, move on. They'll be fine.
We'll get to that. Non-football related stuff, though. We got a Tupac bobblehead in Baltimore coming out. The second place team in Cincinnati, their basketball fans are really upset. Also, I'm going to talk golf since Scott isn't here to stop me. Tons to get to. We probably won't get to any of it. Before we do, though, let's talk about these beers that we were drinking tonight. As always, we rate them on our dog scale. Caesars, dog or no dog. Mookie, what is in your mug tonight, dog or no dog?
Well, tonight I am completing the trifecta from Hardywood. So shout out, Matt, again, for sending us these. Love you, dude. So it's going to be a dog. There's no way it's not after the first two. The question is, am I going to get all the chocolate and the peppermint from this chocolate peppermint stout? Although now I'm confused. I thought so, but it's not a gingerbread. It's just a straight up chocolate peppermint. Okay.
Yeah, that one's not gingerbread. And no marshmallow flavor. So you're not going to get that one this time around.
Oh my God. Where has this been all my life? You know what though? I gotta be honest. It's a dog, to be clear. I do wonder if this would taste just a smidge better, served a little warmer. I wonder if it'd open up or whatever. I feel like this tastes after having my first 2 weeks back at work. Be straight through. So again, I said I worked all weekend. So after being off for 2 weeks, I came back and I've worked 2 weeks straight. And this takes me back to the holidays, just being on the couch, sipping a beer at 11 a.m., snuggled up in a blanket, watching the kid roll around. And
it's a weird time for your mic to cut out there, Mook. Right.
Wonderful.
And there it is. You're back. You're back.
Awesome. God damn it. It's dog. It's delicious. It makes me feel warm inside.
Not a lot. Joe, what's up with the kids? It's for Cesar, Joe. It's for Cesar, so we rock Liverpool today in Cesar's memory.
Small flex. They're customized and say Cesar on the back, and number 4 in his honor as well. We're looking fit, bro. Don't even try to hate.
I love that you got me the green one too, so that I have to chroma key out whenever we wear them on the show. I'm the only one that chroma keys out. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. But
I'm not known to understand what does and doesn't chroma key. And also, I thought with your gorgeous ginger complexion, the green would go
outside of
well.
the show. This one is great for me. This is perfect for the show. It's terrible. Biscuit saying that you're drinking beer flavored toothpaste water, Mook. The chocolate peppermint.
How is chocolate involved in toothpaste though?
I'm
all for
you
it.
eat chocolate and then you brush your teeth, so then you got that chocolate flavor and the peppermint flavor in there. So
see, I guess I just skipped that second part. Why would I ever brush my teeth and get rid of the chocolate flavor? Like bask in that all night.
Gross. All right, Gabe is drinking a Modelo Chelada Special, 3.5% ABV. He says first one ever, and it's for Cesar. He says it's a dog. I went down 450 North today. So I talked about it last week, how I had one of the Hardywoods and one of the 450 Norths, and I opted for the Hardywood. This time I went with the 450 North. Honey Mango Sundae. Luke. This one says mango and honey and vanilla ice cream flavor, slushy XXL. It's 5.3%. This is a dog.
Let me get a peep at that though.
Dude, it is so good.
Oh, no, the beer. Is it like a thick smoothie lactate deal?
Yeah. Oh, it's fantastic.
Oh.
You get good mango flavor to start with, and then the vanilla takes over. Oh, it's so good, man. It's so good. Light on the honey too, not overpowering on the honey. Absolutely.
See, honey, I think is an underrated flavor in beer. And well, okay, have you ever had? I'm sure you've had mead, right?
I have had mead. Yes.
Wonderful thing. It's such a wonderful thing, and it's only possible because of the honey. Really?
It's okay. It's okay. Not my favorite. Mead I can take it or leave it. If I go to somebody's house, they're like, "Hey, I got mead or I have nothing," I'm gonna be like, "Well, I guess I'm gonna have some mead." But if they're like, "I have mead or I have Bud Light Lime," I'm probably going Bud Light Lime. Maybe like a taste of mead and then Bud Light Lime.
What if you're at a hockey game?
The $2 cans that I can then put in a pyramid on the ice or on the wall.
Of course, naturally. But like, let's say they're both being served in $2 cans.
All right, look, if I'm getting $2 cans, I'm getting whatever is going to get me drunk more for $2. So that'd
be the mead right there, my friend.
It's a cost versus drunkenness scale at that point when you're in
exactly. You're searching to maximize your utility, which I appreciate.
Big Ed bringing up the fighting hockey kids. That was a great video.
Oh yeah, the Pee Wee kids.
Right? That was faked, right? Like that was a setup. I'm not saying it's like AI, but that was like a setup, right? Like they weren't.
Oh yeah, I'm sure the kids talked about beforehand, like because they probably all know each other.
Stop it! Nobody, no parents came out, no coaches came out. They were just like,
well, they had helmets on. They had like the full cages. Like they'll be fine. What's the worst that's gonna happen? Like, look, as part of growing up, sometimes you gotta learn to sort stuff out.
All right, we got some mead takes here. By the way, Matt Barr said he is drinking high quality H2O tonight, dry January shenanigans. He says it's a dog. Tyson said my kit has something in common with Mookie. Both are terrible for the show.
That's part of why I was mad that the Bears won, is because it made Tyson happy. But the biggest thing is fuck USC and fuck Caleb Williams.
Scott said he's drinking water tonight because he's going to go hard this weekend when he's in Cincinnati. He's in town this weekend for Reds Fest, man. So we gotta see if we can hook up with Scott. All right, so some mead takes for you. Biscuit said mead is tasty, but wonderful is a strong word to describe it. And I think that's appropriate. I think you went too far, and that's why I pushed back on your mead take, because you just went, it's just too much. It's fine. It's fine. It's not amazing, right?
Sometimes I get excited about things.
Tank
then I have to walk it back. It's fine.
Tank's saying you need to be somewhere with medieval titties to drink beer. I think he means mead. Ren Fair medieval times. I would agree. Sarah said, doing my chores will settle into something to drink in a bit. I'll keep you posted. Please do. There it is. Tank corrected himself. You need to be somewhere with medieval titties to drink mead. Ren Fair or medieval times only.
Yeah, seeing Biscuit hitting it up because he says it goes well with the turkey leg. And I was literally just thinking, I wish I just had a huge, like, hunk of chicken, like the whole rotisserie chicken. Like, just give me one of those. Just tippity tap of that rotisserie chicken.
Tyson was a little late. He asked, "Where's Greg? Why is this show so unspicy?" We are 1/6 cooler, less cool tonight, Tyson, because Greg is out getting.
So it's really not that big of a difference.
Yeah, it's only 1/6 less cool without Greg here.
We're talking literally 16.5%.
Let's start this show off talking some football. We'll start with this George Kittle story. So George Kittle tears his Achilles on like a 6-yard pass play. He gets taken to the locker room. He's very upset. Jed York, the owner of the 49ers, is in there. And then Diana Rossini tweets out that she saw a staffer from the 49ers go into the locker room with a bottle of tequila under his arm. And she said, presumably for George Kittle. And then at 10:40 p.m., so that was at 6:07, at 10:40 p.m., she tweets out that she confirms that it was a bottle of tequila. It was actually a bottle of Patron. It was brought to George Kittle at his request from the owner's suite. So basically, Jed York said to him, "Hey, this sucks, man. Is there anything I could do for you?" And Kittle was like, "How about some tequila?" So Jed York sent up to his suite and was like, "Hey, bring me down a bottle of Patron." Brought down a bottle of Patron. They started drinking. By the time the Niners got into the locker room, Kittle was hammered. They said he was just wasted. So they got in expecting him to be all upset, but he was like, "Hey, God, let's go." So then they just polished off the bottle. They just handed around the bottle of Patron.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense.
The bottle was gone.
Okay, because I thought the way I read the whatever is that he drank the whole bottle during the game. And I was like,
the initial thought was that Kittle just pounded a bottle of Patron after tearing his Achilles.
Yeah, which I could totally see. Now, I will say a lot of this story makes sense. So fun. Well, I don't know if it's a fun fact, but my father-in-law tore his ACL. He's like in his 60s, though. They run a ton, 5Ks, whatever. And he just walked around with it like that for months before he got surgery. Because, yes, it hurts, but like functionally, you can still walk. It's just like really weird because your foot kind of just flops around, right? So like this makes sense. It's not like when you tear an ACL and you're like laid up. Like he could probably have just been fairly normal despite being in a bunch of pain. So the tequila actually makes sense where he's like, look, I just need to get through this so I can see my boys finish out this game. And I will say that is the one game I actually got to watch this weekend. And holy shit, what a wonderful, entertaining time. Mainly because I followed everyone chirping back and forth in the Detroit. It was amazing. But some damn good football this weekend. And, good for Greg Kittle.
It was okay.
What? It was?
It was okay football. That game was fun. That was a fun game to watch. But I felt like a lot of the games weren't great football.
They had 7. Okay, yesterday sucked. Like, I didn't even bother watching that
awful.
one.
God awful. That was a I'm going to bed game.
Yeah. And apparently the Patriots and Chargers might have been the same kind. But I heard at one point that there were that can't be right. Whatever. There were 7 games that were decided by 4 games that were decided by a touchdown on the last possession in this NFL playoff weekend.
Sorry, I'm laughing because Matt Barr called you out. Said George's brother Greg with a congrats from.
Yeah, you just keep pushing. Sometimes they don't notice.
Greg Kittle is not a superstar tight end. Greg Kittle sells insurance for State Farm.
Probably. But he can cover everything at home. Your home, auto, boat, rental,
George
he'll
Kittle,
hook you up.
amazing tight end, fantastic athlete. Greg Kittle, he went to Duquesne. He's a pharmacist. He's not.
Yes, that is true. Jesse chiming in saying, "Aren't painkillers and booze a bad combo?" Hey, I was going to say
that could be a great.
Sometimes cross contamination is a good thing. Yeah.
I have a
Biscuit.
question for you though. Sorry, go ahead with biscuits, and then I have a
I was
question.
gonna say Biscuit saying never tore my Achilles, but I drank a bottle of SoCo in 15 minutes. Reason number 34: I can't drink anymore. Fair, respect your sobriety,
Very
power
good
to you,
reason.
brother. But that's also fucking impressive, man.
I want to ask you. So you said your father-in-law tore his Achilles and then just walked around on it for a week.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Oh no, like months.
Okay. We were made to believe that Kobe was like this superhero because he tore his Achilles and then took the free throws before coming out of the game. And that was supposed to be this amazing feat. But if you're telling me your father-in-law walked around for months with the torn Achilles before he was finally like, well, maybe I should get this taken care of, I'm not as impressed by Kobe shooting those free throws after tearing his Achilles now.
To be fair, scar tissue will heal, and after a while, you kind of it gets numb. But also, Jim is no pussy like Kobe, right? So he just kind of rubbed some dirt on it and just powered right through. Whereas we all know Kobe was soft. Otherwise, why would you need to be taking helicopters places?
Gabe said George Kittle was at my friend's brother-in-law's wedding. It was an open bar, but George wanted to keep the party going, so he paid the bartenders to buy a bottle from them and then drank it all night.
Which again, like, I don't know the guy's numbers, but he's a big dude. He plays tight in the NFL. Like, it doesn't surprise me if he can drink like Andre the Giant. Tank also wanting to know, does everyone get this, quote, make-a-wish, end quote, treatment if you blow your knee out on the Niners? Quote, send down Lana Rhodes with an ounce of dank thunderskunk, end quote. Maybe.
Knowing the Yorks like I do, I think they'd be like, nah, that's cool. Yeah, that's fine. I can do that for you. Okay, so there's a conspiracy theory, Mook, and maybe I should do this correctly. Let me fire things up here because there is a conspiracy.
Get that. We never did. Wait, where'd it go?
If you even play the football drop, I played it.
The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the
Dude, what if James...
Why do you keep going to the clip of, like, James Franklin shaking hands at the end of the game?
Well, because it's him after a loss, which is something he should be well accustomed to.
All right, we got a conspiracy theory that we need to get to here with the Niners and their injuries. It was floated on Twitter that we may have a reason for all of the injuries that the Niners have had this season, because the Niners have been brutalized, just absolutely beaten up by injuries. And one Twitter user pointed out that maybe the reason why this is happening is because their practice field is right next to an electrical substation. Also, Levi Stadium is like right there. It's like the practice field, Levi Stadium, electrical substation right there. This guy said, quote, low frequency electromagnetic fields can degrade collagen, weaken tendons, and cause soft tissue damage at levels regulators call, quote, safe. So everybody has now run with this. This is now the reason for the 49ers injury troubles, is that there is this electromagnetic field that is being released by this substation right next to the practice field. Everybody's collagen and tendons are weakening, and then boom, the Niners are shot this year. My question for you, Mook, why did it just start happening this year? It's not like the Niners just moved, but this year is the year that it all started happening. So this is when the conspiracy theory takes off. Bullshit on this conspiracy theory? We call them bullshit?
No, actually, sorry. I forgot. RFK compels me to say that, no, this is absolutely factual, and the basis for, oh, yep, there you go. Someone get RFK on a flight to Santa Clara to confirm this, says Tank. No, this is garbage, man. Like, look, if these were just civvies living next to that substation, like maybe that'd be true. But you mean to tell me that NFL teams, regardless of there's a substation or not, aren't pumping nutrients and doing drills to strengthen collagen and whatever the hell else already? Like, you think a little electrical interference is going to get to the point like this? Like, no, this just happens, man. Like, sometimes it's just not your year. And if this helps you sleep better at night, okay, cool, man. Like, at least you're not out there like getting all radicalized and going door to door to convert people or something.
But now they don't have to. They can just put it on Twitter, and then people are like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense. That's it. That's the problem." And then they're all like, "We gotta get rid of substations in your neighborhood because it makes your knees blow out. You see what happened to George Kittle? That's what happens when you're near a substation."
Yep. Cool. Great. Get rid of it. And then you tell me how you like having more rolling brownouts. Like, that's fine. I literally don't care because it's not in my backyard. Right.
Sarah saying, I think Greg would argue it's not just this year. They've been shuffling through QBs like a blackjack dealer. Not necessarily. That was just the one run where Brock got hurt and then everybody else got hurt and Christian McCaffrey had to play quarterback there, and they almost signed Phillip Rivers. They haven't been shuffling too much.
They've also just been a franchise that like hasn't been. They haven't had terrible quarterback play. They just haven't had the guy. So, like,
Brock is the guy, dude. What are you talking about?
He is now, but prior to this, they like cycled through. They Alex Smith. They had that other guy. They had
other guy. Oh, there it is. I thought you were calling Colin Kaepernick the other guy, and I was going to be
I was actually calling the guy that came between Alex Smith and Brock Purdy the other guy. So isn't there another guy? Mac Jones, right?
That was way out. That is not in between. That is not in between Alex Smith and Colin Kaepernick.
Oh, no. I meant Alex Smith and Brock Purdy. I was like, because there was Colin Kaepernick, Alex Smith, a bunch of other random dudes, and then Brock Purdy. Because Brock Purdy replaced someone that got hurt that season. Lance something. Trey Lance?
Trey Lance was a quarterback.
That's a name.
Yes.
Yeah.
The only type of analysis you get here on Craft Brewed Sports. That guy, and there's a couple other guys.
That other guy that was between those two guys.
Right? Named Trey, right? That's a name.
Jimmy G. There you go, Sarah. Thank you, Christ. That's the name I was looking for. Jimmy G. Oy. Also, Sarah.
Nations are making these knees gay.
Yeah. Just weakening them all day. All day long.
Looking for Jimmy G. I just wanted to let you like just wave in the wind on that one, trying to find.
I mean, I probably would have named a lot of quarterbacks.
I was not throwing you any life rafts because I just wanted to see where that was going. Because you went from Alex Smith to Colin Kaepernick to Mac Jones, and that was a large jump. And I needed to see. I just wanted to see how the brain was working there.
But all 49er quarterbacks, right?
They are all 49er.
There we go. It's funny. I was talking to someone at work recently saying about how, there's a lot of power in being wrong and admitting you're wrong. And I was like, yeah, I'm like really comfortable with it because it happens all the time. And I just kind of like giggled to myself. It's like, y'all didn't even know. Y'all don't even know about this.
Troy Smith was there for a few games. How about that name? I'm going to go back through and give you San Francisco quarterbacks since 2010. Alex Smith and Troy Smith, then Alex Smith and Colin Kaepernick for 2.5 seasons, then Blaine Gabbert, and then
that guy.
Colin Kaepernick and Blaine Gabbert again, then Brian Hoyer, CJ Beathard, and Jimmy G, then Nick Mullins, CJ Beathard, and Jimmy G, then Jimmy G, Nick Mullins, Jimmy G, CJ Beathard, Jimmy G, Trey Lance, Jimmy G, Brock Purdy, Trey Lance, Brock Purdy, Sam Darnold for a game, Brock Purdy, Josh Dobbs, and then Brock Purdy, Mac Jones. I guess Sarah's right. They've been cycling through some QBs. That's all.
But not because of injury. Because of
not because
trying
of
to get
substations.
Well, maybe I don't know. Is it the substation making it impossible to read a defense? Right? Like,
whoa, hold up, pause. Gabe said, "You remember Hoyer's brother at Xavier?" What? I don't remember this. And Sarah, Sarah said almost as bad as Cleveland. Not even close to Cleveland. That's not 31 names.
It's probably half the number, honestly, if you think about it.
I don't remember Hoyer's brother at Xavier. I don't remember that at all. But
Also, Dynamite drop in there, Scott. Yep. Yep. What, dude?
yeah, I think he's confirming Hoyer's brother Xavier.
Played linebacker for me on the X Club football team. He was a giant tool. Well, yeah, that fits. Yeah, so those 49ers getting polluted by electricity. What a bummer.
What's your favorite moment from Wild Card Weekend, Mook? I threw out a couple options for you. What's
There's
your
a
favorite?
lot. Yeah.
Let's sip, chug, drain, pour these. Okay, let's do that. I'll give you 3 options, and you just sip, chug, drain, pour these. So here are your sip, chug, drain, pour for Wild Card Weekend. Ben Johnson yelling "fuck the Packers" in his post-game speech. Aaron Rodgers potentially playing in his last game in the NFL. Mike Vrable splitting his lip while celebrating the game-sealing sack.
All right, so this is actually pretty easy, I think. I am going to pour drain the weekend schedule because I was so goddamn confused at who was playing where the games were. No.
It's the same schedule every Wild Card Weekend. What are you talking about?
I do not remember there being games on Friday.
I feel like it's super Wild Card Weekend. Ever since they've become super Wild Card Weekend.
Maybe it was just confusing because you had college football playoffs on Thursday and then Friday. I still didn't know where I was going back to work after being off for 2 weeks. And it was just like, it was very hard to figure out what I was missing and when until I would hear the tweet about Mike Vrable splitting his face open. Fine. So what were the options again?
All right. Your options are Ben Johnson yelling "fuck the Packers" during his post-game speech to the Bears.
Right. Vrable and Aaron Rodgers. This is easy. Pour drain Ben Johnson because whatever. I'm bitter. He's done a wonderful job this year. There's no denying that, but I'm still bitter because I wish he was with the Lions. I am going to chug Vrable splitting his face open because that's just badass and amazing. And I would really like to sip it, but I just have to sip Aaron Rodgers, hopefully going the fuck away. Bye, Felicia. You done? Like,
I'm with you. I am sipping Aaron Rodgers just looking awful and playing terrible all game long and being the one that ends the reign of Mike Tomlin in Pittsburgh. Yeah. Like the Aaron Rodgers, I blame Aaron Rodgers 100% as the reason why Mike Tomlin is no longer the coach in Pittsburgh. Because that was announced today. Like Mike Tomlin is just like, I'm stepping away. I'm going to try to go to TV, I guess. Like crazy that he is gone after making the playoffs. Granted, AFC North really sucked. 3 of the 4 coaches are getting replaced this offseason, which is insane.
And on 31 other teams, Zac Taylor is getting fired. So like, just call it 4. Call it 4 out of 4.
For the entire AFC North coaching staff should be turned over this offseason, but Mike Brown's too goddamn cheap to let that happen. So instead, 3 out of the 4 are getting removed, which is bananas. So I'm sipping on Aaron Rodgers. I am chugging on Vrable splitting his lip open, headbutting a player, and I'm drain pouring Ben Johnson yelling "fuck the Packers" only because I don't think it's not that I don't think it's badass. After Aaron Rodgers talked all that shit to Chicago, Ben Johnson has the right to talk the shit back to Green Bay. Like this is Aaron Rodgers' fault, Green Bay, because he was like, I own the city or whatever, I run the city, this whatever it was where he talked about how he owned the Bears. And now it's time to get a little back. Okay, so Ben Johnson is fully allowed to say "fuck the Packers." Also, that post-game handshake, Mook. There is some tension there between LaFleur and Ben Johnson. There's that.
They're talking about LaFleur getting fired too now.
He's not getting fired. They're not firing LaFleur.
If you could have Mike T or Harbaugh, why not? Like,
okay, now it's interesting. Okay, so let me ask you, Mook, because Mike McDaniel got fired this week since we were on the air last.
He's going to be a great OC.
He is
a great OC.
But he was fired while giving an exit interview to one of the players. I guess the owner came in during the exit interview, waited. Once the player left, the owner was like, yeah, you're gone, man. He said he was completely blindsided by it. He fully expected to be back next year. Do you think the Dolphins pulled that trigger just because Harbaugh became available? Like, was that like they were like, wait, Harbaugh's here? Fire. And if so, how many other dominoes are going to fall because of these openings? Like, now that Tomlin's gone, is there somebody else who's going to be like, well, let's shit can this guy and see if we can get Tomlin?
I mean, look, Adam Schefter says he thinks there's still some more shuffling to be had, and if that's what he's saying, then great. But I got to be like, who else is getting let go? Like, I don't see, not that it won't happen, but like, who else is going to pull the trigger right now and cut bait? Because I think, isn't this 8 head coach openings now?
Dude, it's so many. I don't remember when you.
But here's the thing, Mike. It's actually not, because I think, doesn't the NFL average like 7 head coach openings every year? It's something insane like that.
Let's to the
Which,
Google.
like, a quarter of the league turns over every year, and we're literally just now at a quarter of the league turning over, which just blows my mind. But
Google Gemini says 6 to 8 NFL head coaches are fired each offseason.
Boom.
Reaching as high as 10 firings like after 2021. So this hasn't even reached the highest number at this point. No, after this season, there's 9. There's 9 openings, and that may be before Tomlin came out today. So we might be at 10. We might have hit 10.
Tomlin came out. Is that what you just said?
I did say that. That's what I said. That'd be a wild headline.
Hey, man, good for him, though. You know, as long as his wife's okay with it.
Unexpected. So, all right. So, do we think there's other coaches that are now on the hot seat because guys like Tomlin and Harbaugh are available? Does that turn the heat up? And if so, who's getting bounced for these dudes?
I mean, they were even talking this morning that what's his name? Sean McVay should be worried if the Rams come out next weekend to get bounced. That look, man, I know, I think it's crazy, but remember when all these rumors started to happen 4 weeks ago or whatever it was? I the whole time I thought it was nuts. I thought it was just talking heads talking, but clearly someone was whispering behind the scenes to start to soften the blow.
That's bananas. I don't believe that's the case. Let us know in the comments what your favorite moment was from Wildcard Weekend, because I've seen a couple on here. I know Tyson is very excited. He said, clutches pearls. Oh heavens. A man said, fuck the Packers. What a brute. And then Biscuit saying Mike Tomlin walking away is pretty big too. Not as big as the Bears winning. And also pointing out, how is Zac Taylor the one AFC North coach to keep his job? Great question, Biscuit. I wish I had an answer for you.
No, you do have it. Mike Brown doesn't pay people to not work.
I mean,
it's that simple.
It's true. If his contract was up, it would not be renewed, but his contract is not up. And Joe, this stat,
I was just going to hit that. That's nuts.
Crazy. Zac Taylor is now tied for the 5th longest tenured coach.
Ooh, let's play a game. Who are the other 4?
McVay's got to be up there.
Oh yeah, good call. Dan Campbell, probably, right? Andy Reid, obviously.
Andy Reid, for sure. Yeah. Okay. So we got Dan. You're going Dan Campbell, Andy Reid, McVay. So that's 3.
We just need one more.
Who's in Minnesota? Who's in Minnesota? How long has he been since Zimmer got fired? Because Zac Taylor is pretty. The white guy. Nailed it. That's it.
Oh, Raheem Morris?
Oh, Shanahan. What are we doing? Yeah, it's got to be Shanahan.
Yeah,
it's got to be Shanahan.
All right. Well, we could look it up now because we have 4 strong guesses.
I just Googled it. So here's your longest tenured head coach.
Holy shit.
Andy Reid since 2013. McVay since 2017. Shanahan since 2017. Sean McDermott in Buffalo. We missed that one.
Yeah,
he's also tied for 2nd. And then Zach.
Here's what Mike Tomlin's going to do. I'm going to tell you right now. The 49ers are going to hire him. They're going to hire him at the lowest position required to get a draft pick. And he's just going to coast. He's going to get paid the minimum. And then next year, he's going to get hired as a head coach somewhere. And the 49ers are going to get a compensatory draft pick. Lock it in.
That is the Greg
right?
move all the way. Just we're gonna hire this guy to be a position coach, and eventually he'll turn back into a head coach. They got Saleh back. Saleh might get one of these openings. They're just gonna bring Tomlin in as their DC, because that's what he came as the DC of Minnesota. Which, by the way, when Mike Tomlin was hired at Pittsburgh, the first iPhone had not been released yet.
Shh. That's not funny, dude.
Gabe with an amazing stat for you. There have been more popes than Steelers head coaches since 1969. There have been 6 popes and only 3 coaches. That is insane, dude. That is absolutely insane.
I don't like conversations that make me feel old as shit. And like they're happening more often lately. I'm not okay with that. The first iPhone, 6 popes and 3 coaches.
6 popes,
That's so dumb.
3 coaches. Do me a favor, Mook. Can you pull up Tyson's comment there about how do you think Zac Taylor feels? How do you think Zac Taylor feels about not being fired?
Good. Feel real good.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Facts.
It's been a long time since we played that one. That was Zac Taylor's first win in the NFL. And when they asked him, how does it feel? He was like, how does it feel? I can't describe it. And then ended it with,
Good. Feel real good.
Sorry, I got distracted. Gabe is putting stuff in the Discord.
oh no, we got some AI images coming in for us.
No, it's just a picture of Greg Kittle at this wedding. And for a second there, I was like, wait a minute, is that Golik's daughter? But no, that's not the case.
Jesse said that's his voice. It sure is, Jesse.
Yep.
That is Zac Taylor's voice. That is him he composed himself, because in that press conference, that was after his first win. They're like, how's it feel to get your first win in the NFL? He's like, how's it feel? I can't describe it. Good. Feels real good. Like that. He turned on a dime. It's my favorite. Mr. Nira. Thanks, guys.
Hey.
Thank you, Mr. Nira.
As always, my friend. Love you, man.
Nothing but love. We're sending you all the positive vibes today. And
That's right, sir. I'm sure Mass is beautiful. But again, just glad to still have you all in our lives. Appreciate you.
Tough to transition away from that to the goofiness that I have in the dog.
Don't worry about it. Jesse says, how does someone with a lack of chin and no spine sound like Michael Clark Duncan?
I'm tired, boss.
Oh!
Did you not know who Michael Clark Duncan was?
Nope, but I do now. Again, there's a superpower to being wrong and being okay with it, man.
We're transitioning over to the greatest lawsuit that I have ever heard of in my life, because former NFL player Matt Khalil is suing his ex-wife for $75,000. Khalil married model Haley O'Brien back in 2015. They were married until she filed for divorce in 2022. Khalil retired from football in 2019. His wife continued on in the public. She got tons of fame on social media, became a TikTok influencer, became big on Instagram. She got the Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition cover 3 years in a row. So she got super popular. Ended the marriage. On a recent live stream, she was reflecting on her marriage with Khalil and said that their, quote, romantic incompatibility was the main factor for the divorce. And when pressed about what she meant by that, she went on to reveal that Khalil is packing. She described it as 2 Coke cans.
I know dead air is not great on an audio podcast, but
why would you sue for that? Why are you suing to be like, oh, I can't believe she said that about me? You believe this? She's out here telling everybody I got 2 Coke cans between my legs. Are you kidding me? I got to sue her. $75,000 emotional distress. The reason why he's suing, he cited psychological toll he's had to endure due to the, quote, unwanted attention and invasive commentary from the public. I guess we're adding to that right now. And said his current wife has also been subjected to messages that have become, quote, increasingly frequent, disturbing, and alarming in nature over time. Jesse, who sues for that? Exactly. Who sues for that?
I mean, I was going to say a guy who actually has 3 Coke cans. That's who sues. But now I'm just like, I don't even know where to go with this. And Jesse also chiming in, quote, too many size queens in my DMs, end quote, boo fucking who.
What world do you have to live in where you're like, I can't believe my ex-wife is out here telling the world on a live stream that I got a hog? Are you kidding me right now? She is out here dragging my name through dirt, telling people that I got 2 Coke cans between my legs. No, I'm not standing for this. Babe, don't worry. I'll take care of this. We're suing the bitch. How does that happen?
Here's the thing. And it's clearly not about the money. He's trying to make a point because he's only suing her for $75,000. Like, if she's worth all she's worth a little more than 75 G's, but he's clearly doing this just to get it out there. And Sarah, of course, pointing out that Boyle would ask, but what about his scrot? That's what really matters. You should ask Boyle.
Scrot's got to be, by comparison, it's probably a lot smaller, right? Like, it's got to look a lot smaller than 2 Coke cans. 2 Coke cans?
I mean, proportionally. I can't.
That $75K is a baller ass vacation to take his hog for a walk. And he also pointed out he gets to have his cake and eat it too. Sue for emotional distress and still have a hog.
Right.
Is hog the best word for that? Like, is that there's no other.
What else would you use?
I gotta go hog.
Come up with something better, or
Hog's the leader
of
of the clubhouse here. I don't think you can.
I mean,
for a double
big old dick. I don't know, dude.
Jesse said, "Oh, too many size queens in my DMs. Boo fucking who?"
Boo this man!
Jesse also said 2 Coke cans. That's
I already read that. Get your act together.
You didn't read dong.
I didn't read the dong one. I read the other one. Also, why isn't this on the Google Drive?
Wild card, bitches! Yeah!
I don't know. Probably because I didn't want it to be on the Google Drive. Maybe I thought.
Well, fine. Then you just get a weird random picked wild card drop instead then. And you can have this one.
Motherfucker. What?
You motherfucker, you.
You can't just drop the MF of the week unless somebody has earned it. And I have not earned it with my behavior on the show tonight.
Whatever.
Gabe said hammer. Is hammer better than hog in this case? Would you rather, if you've got 2 Coke cans, do you have a hammer or do you have a hog?
You have to call it Thor's hammer, though.
He also said python.
Oh, that's a good one. But usually you save that in case it's infected.
This is where we need, Jesse, this is where I need the polls. I need to figure out how to get a poll going here of what do we call this? Hammer, hog, or python? Because it's got to be one of those.
Drop a poll in Discord, Jesse. Let's get this solved.
No, we need to figure out how to get it to work here inside the show. Lebanese hammer.
What, you want to be putting polls through YouTube, or like we could do
like throw it during the show, like we pop it up here in the link and people can vote on it. Sarah said anaconda. That's a good nominee. Matt Barr said pet iguana. Gonna have to pass on that one. Biscuits saying we could call it a pole, P-O-L-E.
Yeah, I mean, or the pole.
Sarah
You mean the pole? The kick. There's a lot happening here. A lot going on.
The shot getting to you?
Yeah.
Cesar shot getting to you. It's hitting a little bit.
Again, lack of sleep, skipping dinner, like it's all adding up to a great time. See, but why? No, why do you no, man? See, because I was going to say this earlier as I looked down and I saw my can. I was like, great. Now I can't look at that without comparing it to how big this dude's dong is. And now I got Whitey over here ruining pot roast for me. Not cool.
I love how much you're giving me on this topic. Thank you, Mook, for just hands off, just like I don't know.
What do you want me to do? You want me? Well, I was gonna create a slide over here.
Lean into it because this is an amazing story. Mook, the man is suing his ex-wife because she said his dick is too big. That sentence is a sentence that has never been uttered in human history, and we are saying it now about a former NFL player. That is such an amazing story. Rotisseries. Like a tree trunk, man.
This is you know what, you're right. This is sports, probably.
Sports, probably.
It's just hard to lean into another dude's ham bone.
Tank also said call it a toucan, but pronounced toucan.
Kids these days, man. Look, let's just all be grateful for what we have. Okay.
If I had a toucan hammer, I would be very grateful for what I have. I would be calling my ex-wife and thanking her for blasting that on the internet and telling everybody that I've got a toucan mountain hanging. That's amazing.
So do you think that's at the size? Like, how some women are when they're overly exorbitant, want them smaller because they have back problems. Do you think he suffers from like hips dysplasia or something?
Bro, toucans. Let's back up. Let's go half of that. You go a single can. That's a lot of girth. That's a lot of girth. That is very girthy. So not even talking about length, girth wise, you got some problems going on. But then you add the double length on top of it. That's
you were really into this. Like, this is
buddy. His ex-wife said he's got a dick that's like 2 Coke cans. How are you not like that's? I
don't know. All I can think of is that, like, now every time I think of I go to open a soda or I see an empty can, all I'm even think about is that dude who sued his model wife because he got a big old dick and she's mad about it.
Matt Khalil, know the name, respect the name. This guy's got a 2-can schlong.
Hold on, let's give it to him.
Tech said, call it Richie Incognito because it's a huge dick. Joe said,
oh, yep.
Wellington. Tech said, tall boy, aka the pounder. Barr said, sounds like he bullied his ex-wife too. It's 2 Coke cans. That's insane. That's an insane thing.
Sorry, Gabe has done actual research on this topic in so much as I'm trying to pull up something from Stanford's website. Oh my God. Now, Jesus Christ, you people, you fucking people.
Are you mad at Gabe's video?
You're just gonna have to vamp for a minute, dude. I'm working on it. All right, let me just say that much. So this 2015 Mac is only so fast.
I am blown away. And Whitey with a great question. I'm gonna reword Whitey's question just to make it a little more palatable for most
and
listeners.
coherent.
But he said, "What do you call the woman who can holster that thing?"
Oh, that's okay. I'm glad you translated because that helps.
Oh shit!
This is what happens when Greg has to work.
That dude for scale against the washing machine is a wild choice. That's insane. Tank said that oldest cat has to look like a meteor crash site after that.
Oh my God, this is Gabe sent a 4-page PDF of list of penis terms in order of production.
I'm listening.
That's Stanford published. So I guess I'll just go Stanford. Yeah, like the Cardinal.
All right, the tree.
Pecker, Johnson, Prick, Dick, Cock, Rooster, Lil Billy, Wang, Octagon, Lil Stevie, Snake, Python, Cobra, One-Eyed Monster, Trouser Snake, Tramp, Killer, Slut, Slayer, Lil Buddy, Lil Friend, Half Mass, Tool, Drill, Hammer, Screwdriver, Screw, Nail, Joystick, Elevator, Floppy Drive, Hardware, Gear, Shaft, Shift, The Worm, Bookworm, Basic One, Sword, Boomerang, Hot Pocket, Shaft, Cyclops, Knight, WMD, Wiener, Hot Dog. That's page 1.
This definitely ain't a bookworm. This is not a bookworm.
Also, hold on a minute. Got to give it to him this time.
Biscuit said about the woman that can holster that, is what he put it. You call her sore. That's what you call her. Whew. This was I thought the story was going to get more. Thought the story was going to get more love from you, Mook, but it didn't. That's fine. That's fine. Not your cup of tea.
I just look.
Talk about Toucan Sam. That's fine. It's fine. Let's talk about this.
That is uncomfortably large.
I can't imagine just sitting in a chair with that.
You can only wear athletic shorts and sweatpants.
You can't wear
No.
shorts at all. There's no shorts.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Poor man.
Buffalo Bills are auctioning off troughs. How about that? I
love that idea. This sounds awesome. Like it's first of all very functional.
The Bills obviously moving to their new stadium next year, Highmark Stadium closing down this season. And as part of that, they have teamed with a company who is auctioning off a bunch of stuff from the stadium. And one of the things that they're auctioning is the troughs from the men's bathrooms. I don't know why you would want that in your house. I don't know why you would need that. But sure, it's something you can get. Hold on. You don't get to give me that look of like, why wouldn't you need a trough from a stadium in your house after you just sat out the whole segment about Toucan Sam? All right. You don't get to give me that look.
It wasn't sitting out. It was mildly uncomfortable.
You sat out.
You figuring it out.
Thank God for the comment section, because you gave me nothing on that story.
Well, look, I'm not used to working this hard. Look, I'm a bit player. I'm the gadget guy that comes in for like 5-6 plays a game. Like I'm out here now trying to like run wide receiver 2 routes. Like you got to give me some time off here. Like, are you kidding me right now? But also Bills fans, are you kidding me? Do you know the fan base you're talking about? They're known for jumping off cars to slam into the folding tables. These are the exact people that need these troughs in their home because it's probably an upgrade plus like a conversation piece. Not to mention, if you have like a hardcore NFL tailgate situation, this would be perfect for it. Think about all of the public urination and decent exposure tickets this is going to cut down on for those fans.
So you got somebody bringing this to the tailgate with them, like loading it up and bringing it into the tailgate, and then doing what with the urine that collects in the trough?
Oh, see, that's the secret. It doesn't collect. Like there's a drain, right?
to wear if you're bringing it to the tailgate.
Yeah, you park places, you know. Be fine.
I hate troughs. I don't want a trough, and I don't care if I'm by myself.
The guy that was mad I wouldn't engage talking about some other dude's dong is uncomfortable peeing in a trough with other dudes with their dongs out.
Yeah, it's very uncomfortable because of a childhood memory where I was scarred. Have you ever gone? You went to Notre Dame games as a kid, right? Like your dad brought you to Notre Dame. My dad also brought me to football games, not Notre Dame games when I was a kid, but he brought me to football games when I was a kid, back when troughs were plentiful in stadiums. And when you are of a certain height and you have to go to the bathroom and that bathroom only has a trough to pee in, you are now eye level with grown man toucans, and you don't. That's something that scars you for a little bit.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so I don't like them. I don't like troughs at all. Also,
you know, that explains a lot. Is the divergent upbringings explains our takes in these last two bits.
Little bit about me, a little bit of a scared peer. Like, even at a urinal, not at a trough, even at a urinal in a crowded stadium, I have to do math problems in my head.
I was going to say, if it helps you at all, I still use your trick accounting.
Got to
doing that. 1 + 1 is 2. 2 + 2 is 4.
That's the way to do it. Then boom,
you're done.
Usually, by the time I get to 4 + 2 is 6, the flow is good, and we're fine. We're off and running.
Oh, you go that way. Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
2 + 2 is 4. 4 + 2 is 6. 6 + 2, and then I'm like, okay, I'm good.
So you're just adding twos. Okay, so I just double. I'm like, well, 2 + 2, 4 + you know, I'm like 4 + 4.
You're gonna start having to carry digits over in a little bit, and that's too much.
Well, it's binary, so it just how big is the memory size? You know, you just got to think about it that way, and it becomes a piece of cake, right?
Tank wanting to know which is worse, using a trough at halftime or pooping in a stall without a door anytime. It's pooping in a stall without a. It's pooping in a stall.
What? No. See, here's the thing. Here is the secret. If you're pooping without a stall door, the key is you make solid eye contact, because then they will leave your space.
Mook, I won't poop in a stall with a door. I'm not going to a game and pooping. I will hold it until I get home. I am not the.
I have to stall photos. Did I send you guys?
A lot. And it's very uncomfortable. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you have the audacity to poop in a bar. It's an amazing feat to me. I can't.
It's two things: beer and the cheese cup. That's all you need.
Joe saying lack of door is worse, faced by many a guest of Dana's.
See, again, I think I would credit that as a lot of the reason why I am the man I am today, because it was like you got three options. You hold it for an undetermined amount of time, you pee yourself, or you pee in the stall without a door.
Peeing is fine. I'm talking about pooping without a door.
Well,
if I'm at the bar and I have to poop, I am going home and taking care of that and then coming back to the bar. I'm not doing that in a crowded bar at all. It's got to be an emergency. Like if it's not an emergency, that's just waiting. That's getting put in timeout and waiting. But troughs are bad. Troughs are bad, not as bad as pooping in the bar. Sorry.
So here's what I was going to say, and this is why this is different. It's very interesting because my memory of the troughs was it was very non-traumatic, because it was walk to the trough, dad picks you up and holds you over so you can do your business. So there is no eye level with dong. You're just kind of trotting in there and just whoop. And then the minute you're done, you're out the door. So protection from the scarring.
Yeah, this is not the upbringing I had. This was, all right, go pee.
Yeah.
And I had to go over there and go pee. And there were two guys that then stood next to me. And it's like right here.
You could get it over the thing though. Like that shit was tall.
Yeah, you had to really stand up on your tippy toes, man. You got to get up there.
Damn. That sucks. Sorry, bro.
Tank with the right perspective here. Imagine being a grown man and having to piss beside Yao Ming at a trough. Same thing as young me at a trough at a football game.
That's totally different, because you're just going to be staring up like this the whole time. Like, holy shit, do you see how tall this guy? Like, what time is it up there?
Biscuit also pointing out, for those that say, yeah, buy the trough, get the trough at auction, put it in your house. There is no amount of bleach, cleaner, acid, boiling water that could get me to put that in my home. That is a great take because it is a stadium trough in Buffalo. That is the troughest of troughs.
And again, who is buying this? Buffalo fans. Tank is not a Buffalo fan.
That was Biscuit, not Tank.
But also still a true statement.
Tyson said, I was eye to one eye at the trough. Tank said, pooping in a bar is crazy. Mookie, do you write your manifesto on a bar napkin before you ruin people's lives?
Nah, I don't write. Come on, man. No one could read that shit anyways if I did.
Joe, all right, so Joe's got a good question, and then Gabe has a sip, chug, drain, pour for us. So Joe wants to know, what about all the people?
Sarah's saying bullshit, Mookie. If you're standing next to Yao Ming, you're absolutely looking to see if it's proportional.
Is it a 2 can? My guess is 3. Yao Ming's got 3 cans. All right, Joe wants to know about all the people wearing pads and diapers to get a spot for New York City New Year's Eve. Mook, I got to be honest,
dude.
It wasn't until like fairly recently, like within the last couple of years, that I realized that's what people were doing. Because when I was a kid and watched Times Square, it never even dawned on me that like, oh, these people can't leave their spot to go to the bathroom. There aren't any porta potties around. The businesses won't let you in. So they just have to either go like right there, like whip it out and go, or wear diapers. And then I found out that most of them are wearing diapers. So when you watch the ball drop, it's literally just a bunch of people in diapers celebrating the end of the year.
It's the dumbest thing ever. It is so stupid. I've never understood it. Like it doesn't make sense.
It's amazing how my tastes have changed, because as a kid, I used to watch that and be like, that looks like so much fun. And now I watch it and I'm like, I don't want to go anywhere near that. That's way too many people.
I felt that way in like high school, not just because it wasn't that many people. I'm just like, so what is the point? So you're standing there watching a TV show on a set over here, and then there's this big literally ball that drops. So out of your entire evening, you get 60 seconds of that, and then watching the back of the game day set. Like, that's why I also don't really understand the people that wait out at 3 a.m. to be behind the guys on the game day set, because you don't hear fucking college game day. You don't get to see them break down plays, and on top of that, you got to see stupid McAfee do McAfee things. Like, what is the appeal there?
Does sound really bad. All right, we'll come back to Gabe's sip, chug, drain, pour, because Tank says the New Year's Eve diaper people need to be put on a list and monitor the rest of the year. Biscuit's saying that's what sport commentators use. Can't get up for play-by-play. I don't think that's correct, Biscuit, because
it is not.
Scott Hansen, who does Red Zone, has famously said that he does not use the restroom. He doesn't wear a diaper, because he's been asked before, like, how do you handle that? You do 7 hours straight of Red Zone. What do you just wear a diaper? And he's like, no, I have trained my body that I will go right before I go on air, and then I go right after I get off air. Like he goes, I stop drinking at a certain point in time so that I know I won't have to pee after I pee. And I stop eating at a certain point in time so that I know that's out of my system before I get on air. And then I go as soon as I'm done. So if Scott Hansen can do it, I believe that Chris Collinsworth doesn't have to wear a diaper either in the booth.
Also, let's be honest. Chris Collinsworth's bitch ass is probably sneaking away and like on 3rd and 2 to go pee out in the back hallway. Like, they're in the press box. It's not like bathrooms are super hard to get to. Like, they're stealing these TV timeouts and stuff to sneak away if they have to. Scott Hansen's the only true warrior.
You got halftime. You can sneak away because it's going to
get that long commercial break at the end of the quarter. Like, there's
2-minute warnings coming up. We can I can make a jet. That there's a bathroom like right outside of the press box. I feel like they're able to do it. All right, Gabe wants to know Indy 500 trough, Bills trough, ND trough, sip, chug, drain, pour. A lot of history in those troughs.
To put in my house, or like to
You play the game.
pee it.
You play the game however you want to justify it.
All right, that's cool. All right. I mean, still, it's going to end up being the same thing because obviously you're going to sip the Notre Dame trough because Notre Dame legend.
Lou Holtz might have picked in this one.
Right, exactly. Think about all the famous people that peed in there or could have peed in there, and it's the only one. It's the only one that's had God watching over it its entire time as it was installed, because those other two did not have touchdown Jesus anywhere near them. That being said, Bill's trough, I'm going to pour drain that because there's been a lot worse than just urine go through that thing, I'm sure. An Indy 500 trough, I think that'd be cool. Actually, I would gladly chug that one because just the Indy 500, it's a fun thing. There's really nothing else like it anywhere else in the world.
Nope. He's got the correct one. Sip Notre Dame, chug the Bills, and Drainpour the Indy 500. The Indy 500 trough is, I don't know what diseases are in there, but there's a lot of them that have all conformed together to form one super venereal disease. So
why not just have light exposure to it to develop you some immunity?
It sounds like a great idea to do.
Yeah. Hard to argue with that, right?
Calvin Johnson said he smoked weed before games at the end of his career. Said he never had a bad game when he did it. Said he just needed to do it through the game. So that's the thing that happened this weekend. Said that on the St. Brown's podcast.
They blame the guy. I mean, honestly, like, come on, man.
Megatron earned it.
Second.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say he's the second Hall of Famer that Detroit ruined their career and retired early. So, like, you got to know he was looking for something. And again, did he say he did it to like get through the pain, the physical pain,
just to get through the game? And then he was like, I would sit there and be like, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. And on the car ride over, I'd spark up and be like, Lord, take my feet this game.
And then I'd pull down 13 for 165 and a tutty.
Another weird story from this week. A Missouri state senator has introduced legislation into the Missouri House that would name the official Missouri football team as the St. Louis Battlehawks. And this is in response to the Chiefs announcing that they're moving to Kansas City, Kansas, instead of Kansas City, Missouri. So apparently the Cardinals had located to St. Louis. And then shortly after the Cardinals came to St. Louis, the Chiefs came to Kansas City. And then the Cardinals moved to Arizona. And then the Rams ended up coming back to St. Louis. But in between that, before the Rams came, Kansas City was the only team in Missouri, and they passed a law that said the Kansas City Chiefs are the official football team of Missouri, the official football team of the state of Missouri. And then the St. Louis Rams came, and they were like second fiddle. So then they left and went to LA. Now there's no team in LA. And now the Chiefs are leaving and moving to Kansas, leaving Missouri with no NFL franchises, but this declaration that the Chiefs are the official football team of the state of Missouri. And this senator was not having that. They were like, we can't have a team that doesn't play in Missouri be the official team of Missouri. So let's go to the UFL. St. Louis Battlehawks, you're the official team of Missouri.
I mean, hey, the Battlehawks, they've done well. That's a franchise you can get behind and stand on, like. Plus, their unis are kind of sick, man. Like, wow,
how stupid!
This is a no-lose situation.
What are we doing? What are we doing here? What are we doing?
Look,
the official football team of Missouri. Oh, there's got to be a law. We got to name an official football team of Missouri.
If we are going to stunt on this, then we will not have the Xavier Musketeers of Podunk, wherever it was. We need to celebrate meaningless declarations like this that allow people to let their petty out, because otherwise you're gonna discourage others from doing similar things. And that's what led Xavier to be able to sponsor that middle school or whatever it was that UC to decide to sue because they're a bunch of assholes.
Sponsor them. They didn't sponsor the middle school. I thought you were talking about, thank you, Joe and Gabe were there. I thought you were talking about the announcement this week that Xavier is the official university of the Cincinnati Reds. I thought,
no shit. That's cool. What does that get us? Do we get discounts?
No, the students get to like have internships and shit that we don't. Cheatham County, Tennessee, and what happened there was that was just spite. It was because
That's what I'm saying. We need to encourage spite.
This isn't no. This is legislators. This isn't private entities spiting their rivals. That's what that was. That was Xavier spiting UC because UC sued the school and said they couldn't be the Bearcats. So Xavier was like, we'll let you be the Musketeers. We'll even help you rebrand. That's spiting your enemy, not a legislator being mad because the team moved out of state.
Gotcha. Okay, you're right. You're right. Spite is out in the political arena in 2026. You're right. I forgot about that.
It should be.
Yeah.
It should be. There should be no spite in the political arena.
No spite. No spite whatsoever.
Is there any worthless job in the world than state senator? If you're able to, as part of your job, you're able to throw out there, hey, I want the St. Louis Battlehawks to be the official football team of my state. Your job is worthless. I'm sorry. You've got a worthless job.
Or if all I have to do to get reelected and keep collecting checks is say dumb shit like this once every 2 years, sign me up, man.
It's a good point. It's a good point. Joe, I did see what Miami, Ohio put out today. We will get to that in just a minute.
Miami, Ohio, undefeated Miami, Ohio.
Yes.
Is that true? Is that a real thing? I can't believe that.
They are really undefeated. Is Travis still the coach there? Is Travis Steele still their coach? There's no way, right? He had to have gotten fired from there.
Do I waste a Google on him? I mean, yeah, because the other tab open is slang for penis and testicles.
Well, you do that, we'll switch gears and talk college football because there is a big transfer pickup for Indiana. Nick Marsh, he's coming from Michigan State. He actually was seen at the Peach Bowl cheering on his new team. Observers quickly noted something, though, about Marsh as he was standing there. I'm going to pull up this
Shut picture. Up. This is how he got popped?
Yes.
God damn it, kid.
This is how Nick Marsh.
Travis Steele is still the coach.
That's insane that Travis Steele is undefeated right now. That's a wild thing that's happening. So here's Nick Marsh at the Peach Bowl watching his future team that he'll be playing for, the Indiana Hoosiers, cheering them on. As you can see, he's got his phone in his hand and he's just sitting up in like the 500 section watching his team.
Couldn't get him better tickets.
That led to some users pulling the old Super Troopers and enhancing on the phone. Enhance. And as they did, and zoomed in, he's got the FanDuel app on the front page of his iPhone.
Well, and he's got Fanatics up there too, up to the right there, that black and white one.
Not great, Bob. Here is a kid who is 19 years old, not even legally allowed to bet, and not allowed.
Are you serious? You can't
Yes.
bet when you're 19?
No, you have to be 21.
What is this country coming to? Are you serious right now? 21? But he's a grown-ass man. He can vote.
He's got the FanDuel app, and it's noted that NCAA athletes cannot bet on contests that have an NCAA champion, which is that's how they categorize it. I did not know that until I read this article, but apparently they're not allowed to bet on college or pro sports that have an NCAA sponsored champion. So that leads me to my question, Mook, because college football, you see in the dot I'm connecting here? College football is not an NCAA champion. Is this a loophole? Can we lawyer and get this kid off scot-free? Because if the rule is that you're not allowed to bet on a sport, on a college or pro sport that has an NCAA sponsored champion, college football has never in its history named an NCAA champion. It has always been the AP champion, the BCS champion, the college football playoff champion. There's not been an NCAA football champion. So does that mean you can bet on college and pro football?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Doubt it, bro. We out
I just
this
learned
bitch.
the
It's
shit
all
out of it,
good.
right? I
It's all
learned the
good.
shit out of
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, we're all
I
good.
loophole this kid. Look, Nick Marsh,
Right?
if you're listening, hit me up because I just lawyered the shit out of this for you, bro. You're
Ball
in
game.
the clear.
Ball game.
Gabe saying there's free plays and fantasy on FanDuel. You think that would stand up to the NCAA? You think
But hold on a minute though, because if what Mike has informed me of is true, that he can't bet at 19, he can't do anything on the app, and anything he's done is illegal and actually falls back on FanDuel.
Very good point. Let's see.
Hold on a minute.
All right, here is I guess these are considered casinos, right?
We should open a law firm as part of our conglomeration.
We already have. We have a law firm. Have you not seen?
Here's what it. That's true. You're right. We should actually incorporate it though, because here's what it is, Mike. I think we need Craft Brewed Media. That's the parent company for sports, probably our law firm, and then our financial advisory group. Right. That's where we cover all our losses gambling because they're speculative bets. And then I don't know. Maybe we do something else, like we put a philanthropy arm in there, like a 501c3 or something.
Gabe saying FanDuel picks you can be 18. I don't know. I don't know if that's the case, man, because I'm looking here and a lot of the casinos, which I think they classify them as, depends on the state. Most states are 21. California, parts of California, Georgia, Idaho, Michigan, Minnesota, Montana, Oklahoma, South Dakota, Washington. Those are the only states that are 18.
Here's the reality of the situation. At the end of the day, if this kid gets got, that sucks. And as Greg would say, get good.
What a terrible way to go down. Like
But if you go be playing in the gray area, like, brother, you gotta be smarter than that. Like, you can't have that in your home screen. At least put it in a folder. That's why I have a whole folder called gambling on my home screen. It makes it so much easier.
It's gotta be page 2. You can't have that on page 1.
No, dummy, it can't be anywhere. Like,
you can have it on page 2. Who flips to page 2 on their phone while they're sitting there at a game?
Dude, that ain't my point, though. Like, you give your phone gets to someone, they start swiping through. The minute that they swipe through, they could see it. That's why you got to have it in a folder. People, the minute you start creeping in a folder, you've crossed the line.
Hey, get out of that folder. Hey.
Right.
Hey, I see you over that folder.
I didn't see any folders.
That's not suspicious.
Gabe saying the notes app. Yeah, and if you want to get like real sketchy with it, like that's where you put it down there and then you set it with a different app icon, and people are like, "Oh, that's so cute. You've got an app to send photos to your grandma's photo frame." Like, no, bitch, that's where I bet on spreads. Like, get out of here. What is on your home main screen that you would not want people to find?
Let's see. Let's look at it because I've got things grouped. I've got a lot of
grouper.
I've got a lot of groups in the home screen. Like I have just Apple stuff, and it's just all the Apple apps. I try to keep everything on one page. I don't like going to page 2 for anything, so everything's on one page. Like the DraftKings and the FanDuel is under.
You don't have multiple pages. That's impressive.
No, I don't like multiple pages. I keep it to one page.
Do you use widgets though? Are you a widget guy?
I do have 2 widgets. I have one for my Outlook calendar, and then one that it cycles through. It'll show my personal calendar, my Zoom meetings, battery levels, Siri suggestions, weather channel, and fitness. Oh, and Google Photos.
Damn. All right. I was going to say, because if you're anti-widget, I was going to have to hit you with
race card. Love my widgets.
Greg ain't here, so I had to force it in, man, Mike, you are changing the game for me over here, though. One page.
A lot of apps and groups, though. There's a lot of groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 groups on the homepage.
You got groups inside of groups?
No groups inside of groups. Can you do that?
All right,
If you can group inception it, I would group
I don't
section.
know. That's interesting. I feel like you should be able to.
Tyson, thank you. Widget, please. Jesse said there's
look.
it has an icon, a built-in icon swap.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What's that?
I've heard of that too.
What's that app?
Google.
Oh, okay. Tank said that college sports teams need to bring Professor Mookie in to present a slide deck on responsible gambling to student athletes.
Look, all you gotta do, get at me. Well, I-9 it up. Don't even worry about it. We'll come in. We'll set y'all straight. If you want the premium package, I come back once a month for a quarter or a semester. I'm not bonded or insured. And, at the end of the day, kids going to fuck up. So the important thing is, how do you limit the risk for your institution?
Hey, Mook, do you remember when FSU wanted to leave the ACC and said they wanted more money?
Clown show, but I love it for them.
They were like, we're out of here. We're leaving. We want more money. FSU and Clemson. And they sued the ACC. And
breaking it off.
Hey, here's the media rights deal, and this is what it's going to cost. And they were like, whoa, never mind. We ain't doing that. But the ACC caved. They gave in, and they told Florida State, okay, you know what? That's fine.
Mike fell off because Jesse chimed in saying, said app is always found at Turning Point gatherings. That should help.
I know exactly what happened. I didn't know what happened was at first. I was legit confused, and then he said that. I know exactly what happened. Their servers went down in the convention.
And they keep going down, which is extra funny because the company knows about it now, and they've planned ahead and tried to scale up, and they keep crashing. Keep crashing. Okay, something with my gears. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Anyways, we keep clicking the same comment. There we go. You got it. So shots have kicked in. So FSU, one of the things that FSU got as a part of their settlement with the ACC was the ACC was like, okay, listen, if you make it to the playoffs, you get to keep all the money. Like, we don't have to share college football playoff money with the conference. So it's not for bowl games. Bowl game payouts still get paid out across the conference. But for the college football playoff specifically, the ACC said, we won't share that money. Since that happened, Florida State has been complete dog shit. Haven't even sniffed the playoffs. But Miami is now in the national championship. And remember last year when we were like, hey, Notre Dame is bringing home $20 million all to themselves because they don't have a conference to share it with. Miami just got $20 million. Not only that, they also get $3 million for travel expenses for the national championship, which is in their home stadium. So no need to travel. So that's just $3 million they get to just keep. So $23 million Miami got for making it to the national championship, thanks to Florida State being a bunch of bitches. That's amazing. That's amazing.
And clearly they just don't care about the money, or they're being super butthurt about it because this year, because it's like, well, wait a minute. So Florida State clearly didn't go a bowl game last year because they were dog shit. And I was like, well, they went somewhere this year, didn't they? No, they were 5-7, still got invited to a bowl, meaning they would have been able to keep some money. And they're like, we good. We're fine. We're just going to sit over here in our corner and stew because they've been on hot take. Florida State's been garbage since famous Jameis left. There's just been nothing redeeming about their program the entire time.
They had that one run. Program. They had that one run where they got left out of the playoffs because
they won a bunch of regular season games. Great. That's worthless.
They got hosed that year because their quarterback got hurt and the committee kept them out because they said, and this was before the expansion. So there were only 4 teams and the committee was like, no. He means too much to your program. You're out. You don't get to make it in. So they were there. They had a decent, a decent season, But it is hilarious that the two schools that complained to the ACC about we need more money or else we're leaving were Clemson and Florida State, and both are complete dog shit now. Just dumpster fires of programs. And I love that for both of them. For both.
Oh my God. Couldn't happen to better schools. I got to be honest. Like, William, I love the fact that you've probably punched through the confessional 3 times in the last year as you've been trying to clear your soul to get right with God so you can win without actually, I don't know, paying your players or working the transfer portal or, I don't know, doing anything to build a successful program. But you know where they have a very successful program?
NIL. Name, image,
down there in Tulane.
Oh, God.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I don't know what happened. The audio here or something got fucked up. Look at this guy just pinballing all around you and scoring a touchdown.
What a big time run for this offensive physical run.
People like to, and here it is, the Berlin favorite is clear and touchdown run. Straight up the gut. Fans love it. And look at this. They're even highlighting this at halftime. Gritty from Pinball Wizard to Touchdown Wizard.
I thought we were going to go the whole show.
Miller for 3. Oh, he backed it in. We're going to overtime.
No, that was a premature shot. I had my finger on the trigger for the last, we're at 37.
I see 90 minutes, 41 seconds. I see 9:31 and 48 seconds.
129.43, 129.45, 129.47, 129.48.
Look, you can be mad all you want, but like everybody knows.
Prematurely shot on that one. Do you remember Daniel Mincy? This is an apropos story after this just happened. Do you remember Daniel Mincy? Daniel Mincy played for UAB. He was the kid that stabbed 2 of his teammates.
Oh, okay. So not Last Chance You. Yeah,
no, not Last Chance You. He stabbed 2 of his teammates at breakfast. Remember that whole story? He stabbed one kid and then somebody jumped in. He stabbed the other one. Mincy's in the portal now.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah. He could use some NIL to pay for his legal defense. Like, I get it.
I saw a headline that just said Daniel Mincy on trial for attempted murder hops in the transfer portal. Like, probably a good move. Good move on your part, Mincy.
My only question, though, is given this situation and the very public nature of it, all I got to do is look at Daniel and say, where are you going to go?
God damn it. You know what? Speaking of that, let's talk some baseball.
Here's the pitch. Oh, shit.
Well, hold on. Before we go all that way, because Tank's saying that he would love to be one of those digital student athletes, because student does come first at Tulane in our program. He would love to be one of those digital student athletes playing for Coach Mookie. And you can see just how much our players love to be on our team, the way that his hair and his style's out.
Really waited on me.
On the doorstep.
Yeah, I kind of forgot. I mean, look at this guy. Look at him both get up, get big, and then he goes for the he takes it down. You know, you really add that extra flair when you bring the ball down. And I mean, you freeze frame this shit could be in Sports Illustrated. Look at this, gorgeous. And I mean, no better photo than this shot against the background of an early New Orleans evening. Just making a huge play, watching everyone go wild. Come on down, y'all. Ride the green wave. We got room for you. We're getting that natty eventually.
Here's the pitch.
That's my pitch.
Oh, shit.
Matt Barr's putting up 100. You're not getting that natty anytime soon.
Yeah, dude, that's ridiculous. It's a problem.
This story came out this week, and as a bobblehead collector, I am all about it. God damn it, Mook. You almost let me forget Scotsy 45 stat of the week.
No, I thought we were hitting with baseball.
And you.
I thought it was a baseball fact.
Two stats from Scotsky 45 this week, both football related because I missed last week. So here is your first stat from Scotsky 45 for this week.
For this week's Skatski Stat of the Week, we go to the NFL, where Seattle's Sam Darnold is one of just 2 quarterbacks in NFL history to win 14 games in back-to-back seasons, Tom Brady being the other. Darnold, of course, did it with different teams.
Kind of just bailed on the stat there, but different teams for Darnold. Darnold did it back-to-back years, 2 separate
14 games, man.
14
That's
games.
crazy.
That's wild. Also, would not have expected Sam Darnold to be the guy to get 14 games in back-to-back seasons.
And here's the thing. You can hate on him all you want for being a system quarterback, et cetera, but like kind of hard to dispute that stat.
Yeah. Is Sam Darnold a threat? Like, is Sam Darnold the quarterback? Here's the thing with Sam Darnold. I could see Sam Darnold marching his way through these playoffs and winning the Super Bowl. I could also see him losing to San Francisco this weekend and throwing 4 picks. Neither would surprise me. Which you can't be good if that's the book on you, right?
I mean, you win some, you lose some. I don't know. Like it sometimes the chips don't fall your way.
Dynamite edition. All right, here's the next Skotsky 45 stat of the week.
For this week's Skatski 45 Stat of the Week, Buffalo became the 4th team ever to win a playoff game in 6 consecutive seasons, joining the 91-96 Cowboys, 11-18 Patriots, and 18-24 Chiefs. Guys, go ahead and discuss, as they're the only one who has not won a Super Bowl in that time frame.
That's the point right there. That's the big point right there. Go ahead and get playoff wins. It does not matter if you don't get a ring.
Yeah.
Like,
I got to be honest, I was waiting for him to be like, also the 4 falls of Buffalo Bills. Like, I was really, because I mean, you made the Super Bowl 4 years in a row. All you needed was a bookend on either one where you're in the playoffs, right? Like, won a playoff game. But still, damn. So those are 2 things that, yeah, I can understand why they're so rare, but there's a part of me that's also a little surprised it didn't happen more often.
Josh Allen got pushed 11 yards this weekend.
Dude, this offseason, the rules committee has got their work cut out.
I will say it right now. The Bills are not winning the Super Bowl this year.
Oh, no.
So this is another year where the Bills have a playoff win, but won't get a ring.
Do they get to the Super Bowl?
I think the AFC is fluky enough that they could. It's possible, but I don't think so. I think there's still too many good teams for them to get through. They're not. I don't think they would get through the Patriots and the Broncos. Like, I don't think that's possible for them to get through both of those teams. So no, I don't think they make the Super Bowl. Typical Josh Allen will make a run and not make it to the big dance.
Well, and again, that's why they're talking about Dylan McDermott getting fired up there, because he's had enough time.
Not his name, but okay. Let's go back to baseball.
Here's the pitch. Oh, shit.
Scott said, yes, I did catch it. Scott's saying, I'm over 1,500.
That's so crazy, man.
That's a lot of bobbleheads, and this is one that needs to be added because Baltimore announced a Tupac bobblehead May 8th at Camden Yards. Bro, this bobblehead is
absolute fire.
Absolute. I mean, dude, this is amazing. Tupac, like, so he moved to Baltimore when he was like 13, went to high school there, and then left and went out west. So he's, formative years were spent in Baltimore. But this is unreal, Mook. This is a bobble.
Here's my real question: what took so long?
It's a great point. Great question.
Now, to be fair, I'm glad they waited this long to get it right, because this is a good-looking bobble of my man Tupac. So I'm glad they got it right as opposed to rush it out and have some janky-ass version. But also, what took them so long?
It's a good point. Somebody also pointed out in the Discord earlier, I think it might have been Jesse, no Omar. We don't get Omar from The Wire. How has that bobblehead not happened yet?
Maybe they're picking their spots.
This bobblehead is going to be so expensive because I went this weekend to a couple of bobbleheads that something popped up in my old memories on Facebook of a bobblehead that I wanted several years ago. And it was Bo Jackson breaking the bat over his head. And they made that into a bobblehead. That is currently selling for like around $100 on eBay, which is crazy because it's been like 8-9 years. there's another Bo Jackson bobblehead of him running up the wall. You know, the famous play.
Oh, yeah.
Up the wall. That one's like $450. That's what this is going to be. This is going to be a several $100 bobblehead on the secondary market.
Both of those feel like the under, honestly. Like I was expecting you to quote a lot higher than that, but
for a bobblehead that's several years old.
How many of them did they make? Like it's a very limited collector's edition situation.
Giveaway. There's like 20,000.
How many of the? Okay, there's 20,000, so 10,000 of them don't last the week. First of all, and then you're down to 10,000 of them. I mean, that's not a lot of bobbleheads in the world.
Oh, great question, Tank. Which dead celebrity bobblehead would you want? Oh, that's a great question. I want a Michael Jackson bobblehead. But it's not a bobblehead. It's like one of those where it's like a bobble waist. You know what I mean? Like it looks like he's dancing. So he's doing the moonwalk.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, that's cool. That's a good idea.
Instead of a head, he's in the position of the moonwalk and his hips move.
Ooh, okay. So I'm gonna build off that. I love a Dominic Hasek bobble body. Like if we can have a certain whatever bobble, I feel like they could do something cool with like his sprawling saves. He was a goalie in hockey, Mike.
Okay.
I just think there'd be some cool stuff they could do there where they do the stack the pad save, or you go over the top. Like he was known to be very, I'll use the word flamboyant to try to do whatever it was to stop the puck. So I think that could be cool. And Sarah backing me up saying Hasek is a slinky. No, he's not. I don't think Hasek is dead, but.
So you avoided the question from Tank altogether.
Yeah, conveniently, yeah.
Which dead celebrity?
All right, fine. Ooh, okay. Jimi Hendrix.
It's a good one. A bobble guitar. Just
yeah. Or like his head bobbling, you know, when he did like the slide on his knees, like whatever.
His
just
head's
like
bobbling,
like,
and the guitar is on fire. That
there we go.
It's a good bobblehead. All right, good.
You know what? That sounds like a wonderful design to throw into the Discord sound.
Seattle did. Scott said Seattle did a Hendrix a few years ago.
Why does Seattle get to lay claim to him?
Let's talk basketball real fast.
Boom shakalaka!
Rough times for the boys on the other side of
a little tough.
Of Cincinnati, on the other side of the city there, because they're struggling. Mook. They don't like Wes Miller anymore. They want him gone. Wes Miller
that lasted long, huh?
He's saying silly things like we could beat anybody, and they're 8-8, 0-3 in the Big 12. Just rough. So rough, in fact, that Cincinnati fans organized a brown paper bag night at Fifth Third Arena tomorrow night. So they are saying, come in, bring a bag, cover your face, protest Wes Miller for how terrible this is. And Joe had brought it up earlier. Miami of Ohio, who is undefeated, then went right at UC with this one and said, come on in, no bag necessary, and advertise their game because they're undefeated, which is still insane.
That's crazy. What are they, 18-0 now or something like that?
Something like that, yeah. It's wild.
So there's been a lot of Googles tonight. I can't even count them anymore.
What happened to UC, man? Because
dude, they started off so hot too. You know,
they looked good. Like I thought for sure they were going to kill Xavier in the shootout, and then they didn't, and now they can't win a game.
Speaking of which, Kansas right now is pounding number 2 Iowa State. Did you know Iowa State was number 2? Because I didn't.
Mook, college basketball doesn't start until March 1st, so no, I didn't know that.
Oh,
this is all preseason stuff.
Yeah,
I didn't know anything.
All preseason. Well, that can't be true though, because the shootout's a real game. So
that's a real game. That's a legitimate game that happens in the preseason, but then the season starts March 1st.
So it's like one of those preseason tournaments, like the Maui Classic. Yeah, exactly.
Right. The shootout is like
it doesn't count, but it matters or whatever. Yeah.
No, it counts. It counts, but then there's like other games afterwards that don't count. So like then it's like these games don't count. This game counts. These games don't count. Oh, look, it's March 1st. Basketball's on. That's cool. Who's getting a vasectomy or whatever? Like,
yeah, that's usually my question.
Can I talk to you about golf?
Oh my God, Miami beat Central Michigan 100-61.
It's an ass kicking.
Oh, that happened tonight.
Can I talk to you about golf real quick before we end this?
I would love that. Yes, let's
playing a game of whack fuck here. Whack.
PGA went ultra petty. I wish Greg was here to weigh in on how petty this is, because Brooks Koepka is back at the PGA Tour. He's no longer with Live Golf. He's coming back to the PGA. The PGA outlined their criteria to allow players back in from Live Golf. There's a couple things, like they have to be away for a certain amount of time. They have to have won a major or the Players Championship between 2022 and now. And then like they have to donate a bunch of money to a charity and all this extra stuff. Mook, I see in the preview. Don't do it. Don't do it.
We're good. Just wanted you to know.
Please don't do it. I see it in the preview. Please don't do it. Based on the criteria, there's only 4 guys that qualify from Live. It's Brooks Koepka, it's Bryson DeChambeau, it's John Rahm, and it's Cam Smith. Guys who have won a major tournament since 2022. Do you know what year Phil Mickelson won his major tournament recently?
2021. Yes!
The PGA Tour put the cutoff as the year after Phil Mickelson won the Players Championship, the PGA Championship, and said anything from this point on counts for reinstation. And this is like a one-time offer. It's like they have to decide by February 2nd. And if they say no, tough shit, you're probably not getting back on tour. So Brooks Koepka has already said he's coming back. Bryson is leaning towards coming back. John Rahm supposedly is staying with Liv, but it's kind of unclear. And who cares what Cam does?
Which is so funny too, though, because like Liv is going to be playing 4 rounds of golf now in their tournaments, and like the things that they originally threw out there to try to differentiate themselves, they're already falling back on. Like, I'm pretty sure the purses aren't what they said they'd be. Again, they went from 54 to 72 holes. Like, man, why wouldn't you take this life raft that's being floated out to you? And the other part is, I was reading this, I didn't realize Brooks had been gone for 4 years. Like, shit, it's been that long.
Well, you don't notice it because he still gets to play in the majors. They still let the Live guys play in the majors.
Right.
So he's still around. You're not watching week to week. But I feel bad for the dudes like Jay Kokrick who haven't won a major and don't have this path back to the PGA. And it's like, sucks to suck, I guess. Like,
there's a path back. There's still a path back. It's
path
just
back. Say it. What's the path back?
Might need to be Q school.
No, that wasn't it.
Oh,
the path back is
Snow Bunnies.
Get good.
Oh, get good. Yeah, you could do that too. That's another one.
Talk about these beers that we're drinking tonight. What a disappointing way to end that segment, Mook. We rate these beers as always on Cesar's scale, dog or no dog. Mook, what were you drinking tonight, dog or no dog?
Oh man, it was an absolute dog. Even though I can't bring myself to touch the can anymore, but Hardywood Brewing's chocolate peppermint stout, absolute dog. I mean, this thing was amazing. I look forward to drinking the second of the 2 that Matt Barr sent to me amongst the show hosts at room temperature, though. I'm really curious to see how that plays out.
Yeah, I would say leave them in the basement for a little bit. Let them age a little bit, get them a little room temp, and then go from there.
Right?
I was drinking a Honey Mango Sundae from 450 North. Absolute dog. I know Greg last week had a 450 North issue. Wasn't liking the brew that he had. This one, not that problem. Great beer. Highly recommend. Absolutely. Mook, we did it, man. No Greg, but this was still a show.
So, like, I was thinking about this beforehand. What do we call this? Like, obviously not black and cran. Is this cran and potatoes? Like, where do we go?
We said earlier, Skippy and the juice.
Oh, Skippy. Oh, shit. That's cool. I like that. That's cool. I'm in. I like peanut butter.
Really was the show.
It was.
We made it through. Craig won't be here next week either. Oh, God.
Got a lot of time to watch the tape back.
We got to figure out. Yeah, we got to figure out. We got to go in and study and figure
get in that
out
lab.
what works, what doesn't. Thank you guys for tuning in, though. We really appreciate you guys tuning in. This show, I know it helped me. Luke, I'm sure it helped you too. On a day that was a pretty big bummer and a big sadness, it was great to be able to come out here and laugh and talk. And the comment section kept me happy and kept me laughing. Thank you all very much. We appreciate it. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend. Have them subscribe. Tons of content going up there on the YouTube channel all the time. Be sure to follow us at Crafty Sports on all the socials. I'm posting videos all the time. We got videos that we've got planned. So go subscribe and follow us on all of those socials as well. You join the Facebook group if you want, but everybody that's cool is in the Discord. So join the Discord. The link is in the description of this video. Mookie's bots will vet you and decide if you're allowed to get in. Spoiler alert, they're robots and they're just going to let you in. And then you'll be able to hang out with everybody. It's the comment section come to life. It's a big group hang for the show. So join it, hang out with us, and enjoy a show in between the shows. We will see you all
on Friday nights, baby.
Yes, you can fall asleep in the speakeasy on Friday night. It's a good time. Me and Mace. It's a
great place to sleep.
We will see you all next week. Cheers, everybody.
You'll never walk alone. Hook 'em. And Scott would say something about snow bunnies.
Hey, you don't worry about the no's. You only worry about the yeses. The no's determine your future, not the yeses will come.